stand for the arrival of Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you. You may be seated. Please stand for the arrival of Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. And please remain standing for the national anthem.
Isle of beauty, Isle of splendor, Isle to all so sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land so like all fountains, giving cheer that warms the soul. Dominica, God has blessed thee with a a clime benign and bright, pastures green and flowers of beauty, filling all with pure delight, and a people strong and healthy, full of godly reverence fear. May we ever seek to praise thee for these gifts so rich and rare. Come ye forward, sons and daughters of this gem beyond compare. Strive for honor, sons and daughters. Do the right, be firm, be fair. Toil with hearts and hands and voices. We must prosper, sound the call, in which everyone rejoices, all for each and each for all.
Thank you, Ms. Langford. Please remain standing while I invite Father Nigel Karam to lead us in prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. A reading from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 40, verses 25 to 31. To whom could you liken me, and who could be my equal, says the Holy One. Lift up your eyes and look. Who made the stars, if not he who drills them like an army, calling each one by name? So mighty is his power, so great is his strength, that not one fails to answer. How can you say, Jacob? How can you insist, Israel? My destiny is hidden from the Lord. My rights are ignored by my God. Did you not know? Had you not heard? The Lord is an everlasting God. He created the boundaries of the earth. He does not grow tired or weary. His understanding is beyond fathoming. He gives strength to the wearied. He strengthens the powerless. Young men may grow weary and tired. Youths may stumble. But those who hope in the Lord renew their strength. They put out wings like eagles. They run and do not grow weary. They walk and never tire. The word of the Lord. O God of all creation, you formed and fashioned humanity in your image and likeness, and in your wisdom gave us authority and responsibility for the works of your hands. Look upon us this evening and direct our thoughts, words, and deeds. In your love, you sent your Son, Jesus Christ, to show us the way to you, to teach us the truth of your mercy and love, and to be the one who died that we might have an abundant and eternal life. This evening we ask you, Father Almighty, to bless our proceedings with your presence and goodness. We thank you for this agency of the Dominica Youth Business Trust that seeks the development and empowerment of young, industrious, and successful entrepreneurs in Dominica. As we celebrate all the awardees, give them the will to persevere and to continue to excel in their respective fields and reap the rewards, and may their successes inspire others. Give wisdom to those in government so that our policies may always benefit the common good of our people, giving hope and providing opportunities for our youth. Sustain all our efforts, O God, to build up ourselves, our families, and prosper our nation. We ask all these mercies through Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord, who is the word of life and peace, who lives and reigns forever and ever.
Thank you, Father Karam, you may be seated. Before we continue with our program, let me recognize the presence of Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, Honorable Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development with responsibility for youth and sports, other honorable members of Cabinet and Parliament, Ms. Karen Privo, Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Denise Edwards, Financial Secretary, Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Philip Roll, Coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust and the staff, the Chairperson and Board of Trustees of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, Heads of Division and other staff of the Ministry of Youth, Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Cathedral, Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, Ms. Shanice Langford, awardees, other distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Dominica Youth Business Trust 20th Anniversary Award Ceremony. To do the official welcome remarks, I invite Honorable Oscar George, our Minister of State.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. First, permit me to recognize the presence of Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton and Mr. Burton, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, other honorable members of Cabinet, Ms. Karen Privo, our Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Denise Edwards, the Financial Secretary, other permanent secretaries, Mr. Philip Rowe, the Coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust and staff of the DYBT, and also the trustees of the DYBT, Father Nigel Karam, Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, the 2024 awardees, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to this anniversary recognition of the Dominica Youth Business Trust. Tonight, we come together to mark a significant milestone, 20 years of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, or what we commonly refer to as the DYBT. It has been 2 decades of youth empowerment and advancement, and this is a worthy cause to celebrate. It's against this backdrop that we pause, take some time and highlight all what the DYBT has been able to achieve in the years gone by. And of course, we are also here to resharpen our swords and recommit to continue empowering Dominican youth through entrepreneurship and mentorship. So we are all very delighted to share this moment with all of you here tonight as we celebrate this significant moment. The DYBT was established in 2004 with a clear mandate to assist young people ages 18 to 35 in starting their own business enterprises. This period was marked first by the vision and the extraordinary commitment from the government of Dominica, led by the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, who really instituted the Dominica Youth Business Trust. And we celebrate the success of that early vision, a program that has changed lives, transformed businesses, and given wings to the dreams of our Dominican youth. So tonight, among other things, we will acknowledge the contribution of this great leadership to the success of the DYBT and its role in paving the way for young Dominicans. So thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. We salute you for your efforts in establishing the Dominica Youth Business Trust. It would be remiss of me not to also highlight the sterling contribution of Honorable Dr. Vince Henderson, who was the minister responsible for youth at the time when the DYBT was established, and also was very instrumental in paving the way for the DYBT. So again, Minister, I want to thank you for your contribution, and we also salute you for your efforts over the years. We also salute all the other partners, and in particular our awardees, who all made valuable contributions towards the development of the trust over the years, and many of whom will be recognized this evening for their unwavering commitment. A special welcome to all of our awardees here tonight. We're very delighted that you could join us. It is well established that the most challenging things or challenging times for any businesses is in the initial stages. And one of the major obstacles facing entrepreneurs in the early stages of business is the difficulty in accessing financing due to limited or no collateral. Furthermore, many small businesses may fail due to the inadequate technical expertise to withstand the challenges in the initial stages. And I'm happy to say that in Dominica, the Trust has been able to bridge that gap right here in Dominica. Since the existence, it has provided opportunities for young persons for the provision of financial support to hundreds of small businesses, the provision of mentorship to many entrepreneurs, and also have given much needed exposure to many small and upcoming businesses which allow them to take off. The Trust has provided guarantees to young persons who have no security and want to apply for business funding from partnering financial institutions. And importantly, the program also involves a training component prior to acquisition of the loans, which equips the young entrepreneurs with the basics of operations, management, and the preparation of business plans. In summary, the Trust has been developing well-rounded and competent business owners in Dominica. And these investments have greatly facilitated the emergence of a thriving and sustainable private sector here in Dominica. A matter of fact, I was advised that over the last 20 years, it is estimated that over 1,500 young persons have benefited from the DYBT program. And as I speak, a variety of sectors has been touched by this program: ICT, agro-processing, garment making, retail, catering, taxi operations, tourism, and the list can go on and on. So the impact of the DYBT has been tremendous, and I can say with no fear of contradiction that the objective of the Trust are being met in a very progressive manner. And if a comprehensive study has to be done to quantify the impact of DYBT, we all will understand the results of that study. And I believe that such a study will give even a better appreciation of why this government has been investing so heavily in small businesses. So as I welcome all of you here tonight, I'm convinced that we all are proud of what the Trust has been able to achieve over the years. The record will show that this initiative is really making a difference in the fortunes of young people. And I ask that we embrace it, and importantly, not lose sight of the true impact it is having on our overall economy. Again, I thank you all for joining in our celebration. I wish the DYBT future success and many more years of successfully empowering our young people. Thank you, and do enjoy the remainder of the proceedings.
Thank you, Honorable Judge, and we also welcome you to the ceremony. We have many persons, individuals who have benefited from DYBT, and I'm pleased to invite Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, the owner of La Vie Miel, who is going to give a testimonial. Let's welcome him.
Hi, good evening everyone. Protocol has already been established. I'm truly honored to be here today with you all. My name is Nathaniel Lovell. I'm the owner of BRP and La Vie Miel, a beekeeping business that I started back in 2018. When I first began this journey, I had no idea how challenging and yet rewarding it would be. What I did know, however, was that I had a dream and a vision that kept pushing me forward, just like Santiago in a book I read called The Alchemist. For those of you who haven't read The Alchemist, it's a story about a young shepherd named Santiago who has embarked on a journey to find treasure. Along the way, he faces trials and tribulations, but he also meets people who help him find strength and wisdom to keep going. I first read this book around the same time I started my beekeeping business, and it had a profound impact on me. One of the key lessons I took from The Alchemist was that the universe conspires to help anyone who knows where he is going. When I first started my business, I knew very little about beekeeping. I started with just 2 colonies. I had no clue how I would get from that point to where I'm at today. But what I did know was that I had a clear vision and I was determined to make it work, no matter the obstacle. And just like Santiago, who set out with a clear purpose, I found that when you are committed to your dream, the universe begins to align in ways you can't always predict. That's when I found DYBT. Just like the mentors in The Alchemist who appeared at the right moment to guide Santiago, DYBT came into my life at a critical point. Through their training, support, and financial assistance, they helped me take the steps in building my business. They did not just provide resources, they gave me the confidence to move forward, even when I had doubts. As the book teaches, when you are clear about where you are heading, the universe will bring the right people and opportunities to help you along the way. DYBT was exactly that for me. Another lesson learned from The Alchemist that really resonates with me is the idea of the unspoken language of enthusiasm. Santiago's enthusiasm for his journey wasn't something that needed to be put into words. It was something that was felt by those around him. I found this to be true in my own experience. As I worked on building my business, I learned that passion and enthusiasm speaks louder than any pitch or business plan. People can sense when you truly believe in what you're doing, and that energy is what attracts supports and open doors. And as I continued on my journey, the universe didn't just bring me business opportunities, it brought me something even more unexpected, my wife Terry. Meeting her was one of those moments. Looking back, it seems almost too perfect to be coincidence. I was focused on building my business, and yet we met. Everything seems to fall into place. She has been a constant support for me, not just as a partner, but as someone who reminds me of the importance of balance, love, and trust on this journey. Thank you. Much like Santiago's experience in the book, I realized that the universe sometimes gives us exactly what we need when we least expect it. As I stand here today, I am filled with gratitude. My business has grown. I have expanded from just 2 hives now to having around 100. I'm producing honey, building a sustainable operation, and capturing several awards regionally and internationally. But beyond the financial successes, I've grown as a person. The journey taught me that success isn't just about the destination. It's about the lessons you learn along the way, the people you meet, and the wisdom you gain. To all of you who are just beginning your journey, I want to encourage you to take these lessons to heart. Know where you are going. Stay true to your vision, because when you have clarity, the universe will begin to align in ways you might not even expect. And bring your enthusiasm into everything you do. It will speak louder than anything you say, and it will attract the right people and opportunity to help you succeed. And lastly, stay open to the unexpected. The journey is about more than just your business. It's about personal growth, relationships, and the beautiful surprises that life throws your way. I never imagined that along with growing my business, I would meet somebody like Terry who changed my life, and in the most wonderful way. I want to leave you with this. Be like Santiago. Follow your dream, and maybe, just maybe, you can be that boy or girl who speaks to the sun and the wind. The universe has a way of always bringing those who are determined and passionate closer to their treasure, even when they least expect it. Thank you, DYBT, for everything you've done to help me on my path. And to all of you in this room, I encourage you to take full advantage of the resources that DYBT provides, the lessons you learn, and the community that is there to support you. Keep believing in your dreams and stay persistent. And remember, the universe is waiting to conspire in your favor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lovell. I now invite Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, to deliver remarks.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Let me acknowledge in our presence Her Excellency Sylvani Burton, DAH, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Honorable Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development. Honorable Members of Cabinet and Parliamentary colleagues. Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet. Ms. Denise Edwards, Financial Secretary. Mrs. Letitia Lestrade-Wyke, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development. Other Permanent Secretaries. Mr. Philip Roll, Coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust and staff of the Youth Business Trust. Mr. Nathaniel Lovell Santiago, 20th Anniversary Awardees, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed evening to you all. It is a joy to be here this evening to celebrate this major milestone, 20 years of the Dominica Youth Business Trust. And what a journey it has been. Empowering our young Dominicans to dream, to create, and to thrive as entrepreneurs, fueling economic growth and national development. I congratulate all those who have played a role in building this organization and ensuring that it met its ideal to equip our young people with the skills, knowledge, and resources needed to transform their dreams into successful small and medium-sized businesses. I must recognize and highly applaud the foresight and vision of our dear Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, and this Labour Party government in establishing the Dominica Youth Business Trust in 2004. Another strong indication of this government's deep commitment to youth entrepreneurship and overall youth development in Dominica. From financial investments to policy frameworks, this government has stood firmly behind youth entrepreneurship, believing in its role as a pillar for economic development, job creation, and innovation. The Prime Minister's generosity towards DYBT over the last 2 decades has been unmatched, ensuring that young people are equipped with the resources that they need to succeed. So tonight we celebrate. We celebrate with pride and joy 2 decades of hope, innovation, and opportunity provided to hundreds of our Dominican youth. Tonight we celebrate DYBT's impact, the resilience of our youth, and the vision of our leaders who believed in the power of young entrepreneurship as a force for national development. We celebrate the young minds that rose to the challenge, took advantage of the opportunities provided by DYBT to turn their dreams into enterprises, and these enterprises into engines of growth for our beloved country. These young men and women who dared to start, to innovate, and to persevere, even in the face of challenges, are deserving of our highest praise. From its inception, the Dominica Youth Business Trust has been on a mission that goes beyond providing financial support. It has nurtured young minds, cultivated a generation of skilled, ambitious, and forward-thinking young individuals, equipped with the knowledge and confidence to excel as entrepreneurs. Many of our brightest entrepreneurs have had their start with DYBT, receiving training, mentorship, and the confidence to take bold steps into the business world. Such entrepreneurs have excelled locally, regionally, and internationally, proving that given the right support, our youth can compete and shine on any stage. We have seen the remarkable success stories. Grayson John, Tridal Edwin, and the late Elias Dupy winning awards at the 2015 Caribbean Youth Summit. Christiana Paul, who made us all proud when she won the 2023 Commonwealth Sustainable Development Award. And most recently, Nathaniel Lovell, whose honey brand, La Vie Miel, won first place in the international honey category at the United Kingdom National Honey Show. These names are just a few of many, proof that our youth are not just talented, but world-class in their innovation and business acumen. Although we believe in giving people their flowers while they are still alive, we missed the opportunity to do so for one remarkable individual. However, we felt we could not have had a ceremony like this without recognizing the immense contribution of the late Elias Dupy. His dedication to entrepreneurship, his drive to inspire others, and his unwavering belief in the potential of our Dominica's youth left a lasting impact on this program and on those he mentored and worked with. And so we celebrate his efforts as well. Tonight, we celebrate and honor 31 exceptional individuals and organizations, entrepreneurs, facilitators, partners, trustees, and special awardees who have demonstrated persistence, dedication, and loyalty in their work. None of this success would have been possible without the dedicated ecosystem that supports the Dominica Youth Business Trust. The Board of Trustees has provided strong leadership, ensuring the program remains impactful and sustainable. Many of those being awarded tonight have served 10 years or more, demonstrating their long-term commitment to youth development. Our loyal facilitators have been the backbone of our training and entrepreneurial capacity building programs. Among them, we must single out Mr. Brendan Defoe, who has given years of outstanding service. From being DYBT's first enterprise development officer to now being one of our leading trainers, his contributions have been invaluable in shaping generations for young business leaders. We should also not forget our generous donors, whose funding has enabled the execution of several of our key projects. We acknowledge the National Development Foundation of Dominica, NDFD, a strong partner that has consistently provided support in advancing youth entrepreneurship in Dominica. As a government, we have the firm belief that entrepreneurship is a sure path to self-reliance and prosperity, and we have consistently seized every opportunity to create an environment where youth entrepreneurship can flourish. At the Ministry of Youth, we recognize the ever-evolving landscape around us and the profound impact that these changes may have on our young entrepreneurs. From advancements in digital economy to the demands of climate resilience and the unpredictability of global trade, our innovators must be prepared to adapt in this dynamic environment. Through strategic policies, especially in education and training, and investment in capacity building, we will continue to empower young entrepreneurs to be job creators rather than job seekers. It is essential, therefore, that organizations like the DYBT remain in place to support our young people and to encourage creative solutions, particularly through the use of emerging technologies. I must pause at this moment to salute our coordinator, Honorable Philip Roll, and his dedicated team at the Dominica Youth Business Trust. Take a bow, Mr. Roll. And to encourage them to continue to inspire our young entrepreneurs to think beyond borders, to harness the power of technology, and to build enterprises that can further compete regionally and on the global stage. Let us look forward to our young people taking the lead in agriculture, technology, tourism, and the creative industries. The next 20 years of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, remember I said the next 20, must be about expanding opportunities, embracing digital transformation, strengthening our entrepreneurial networks, and ensuring that every young Dominican with a dream has the chance to turn it into reality. I take this opportunity to call on all of us to work together, private sector, civil society, and every other capable Dominican, to further strengthen this entrepreneurial spirit and drive Dominica towards a more prosperous and self-sufficient future. To our young entrepreneurs here this evening, I urge you to continue taking risks. Be fearless, be relentless, be innovative in your approach, and above all, work hard and work consistently. Know that Dominica's future is in your hands, and embrace the challenge to grow your business and propel your nation forward. We will always need mentors and partners in motivating our entrepreneurs to greatness. And I ask all of you who have been part of this journey to remain true to our young people. Continue to invest your time and effort in the dreams of our youth. Continue to believe in the power of youth entrepreneurship as we build on this solid foundation for the next 20 years and beyond. The future of Dominica is bright because our youth are leading the way. Congratulations once again. May God bless us all as we continue to build a stronger, more resilient Dominica. The best is yet to come. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Greta Roberts. We're going to take a pause on the speeches, and I would like to invite Shanice to do a performance for us.
Put on my reading glasses and I scrolling through my Facebook page. Facebook used to be about connecting, but now the experts taking center stage. Have me feeling like I read it Shakespeare. The post and them so long, but the grammar not so strong. Everybody want to be advisor. They must have an opinion, and you can't tell them they're wrong. Oh, some cannot even plan a party, but advising Mara and DFC, their expertise will send you mad if you're not strong. Like all the experts make Mr. Piper on. Experts in politics, experts in economics, experts in every topic, experts in festivals, experts in carnival, experts in every subject. They always know the solution to every problem. They always know about things that don't concern them. They always know somebody is them the wrong name. We should call them Noah or Lucia or even Noel, cause they always know. They always know. We have experts in here. They always know. Once the topic hot and the trending, they pick out their favorite is politics. They know on all who we depending, and they know exactly what to fix. Don't even mention the Prime Minister. They will write a book on how Mr. is a crook. They don't even live in Dominica, but sense the rage of the type we need a change. Oh, some cannot even lead a family, but advising how to lead a country. Their expertise will send you mad if you're not strong. Like all the experts, they dealt with Paris run. Experts in politics, experts in economics, experts in every topic, experts in political science, experts in law, experts in every subject. They always know the solution to every problem. They always know about things that don't concern them. They always know somebody in the wrong them. We should call them Noah, or Noisha, or even Noel, 'cause they always know. They always know. They always know. Don't even talk about carnival season. Master Dominic, experts in their element, count on them to be the voice of reason. Critiquing with confidence, they know all about the booyah. Who's the better band, Triple K or Signal band? Every post they make will lead to drama. You will surely know when they hit your calypso. Oh, some cannot even sing a damn key, but they sure who within the monarchy. They'll finish, judge the show before it's done. See how the experts make the trilogy run. Experts in politics, experts in economics, experts in every topic, experts in booyah, experts in calypso, experts in every subject. They always know the solution to every problem. They always know about things that don't concern them. They always know somebody in the wrong name. We should call them Noah, or Noisha, or even Noel, 'cause they always know. They always know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shanice, for a wonderful performance. Let's give another round of applause. That was a good pause between the speeches. Well worth it. I would now like to invite Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, to address us.
Well, I do not know anything about calypso, but that is a good calypso. Let me recognize, presence, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, our President, and Mr. Burton, our Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, Honorable Greta Roberts, our Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, Honorable Oscar George, my honorable cabinet colleagues, Ms. Karen Prevost, the Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Dennis Edwards, our Financial Secretary, Ms. Letitia Lestrade-White, our PS in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, and other permanent secretaries, Honorable Senator Philip Roll, the DYBT coordinator, and his very committed and hardworking staff. I also want to recognize the board of directors of DYBT, the Dean of the Cathedral, Father Nigel Karam, Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, you were already a feature speaker, you know. It's an excellent speech, you know, very good. Our 2024 awardees, distinguished guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, friends all, good evening. I took note that DYBT has given, entered into agreements with 1,500 individuals over the 20 years. And if my maths is correct, it's 75 per year. That's correct, eh? That's correct? But 75 per year, which is not a bad number. I think many of the banks will be happy to give 75 loans to some businesses. So this is an extraordinary performance on the part of DYBT. I want to greet all of you and to extend a very warm welcome to our entrepreneurs present here tonight. This awards ceremony is a celebration of each of you, of your hard work and your courage to dream big. More importantly, we commend you for taking bold steps to transform your dreams into reality, guided and supported by the Dominica Youth Business Trust. The DYBT exists for this very purpose, to empower and inspire our young people to be innovative and visionary. We are cultivating a generation of dynamic entrepreneurs, equipping them with the tools and opportunities to build a prosperous future right here in Dominica. And I can speak with some authority to the goals and achievements of the DYBT as someone who played a role in its establishment. I sincerely appreciate the award you will present to me this evening. But my work on behalf of you, the young people of Dominica, is not driven by praise or recognition. It is about uplifting your lives and creating opportunities for you to build a better future for yourselves and for your families. Your success is the true reward. 2 decades ago, we identified the need for a structured and sustained approach to youth entrepreneurship, one providing financing, but also mentorship, skills development, and long-term support for aspiring business owners. And it is something that we gave careful consideration to in our engagement with youth across Dominica. Everywhere we went across Dominica, we were told the biggest challenge to young people turning their dreams into reality was access to finance. The banks will give you money, the credit unions will give you money, and other lending institutions will give you money because you do not have what is called collateral, the security needed. And the question is, where is somebody who just left college going to get a certificate of title to get a loan? And this is where the government came in. And so through the DYBT, we are in fact guaranteeing the loans for everyone who takes a loan. And in cases where you're unable to pay or you refuse to pay, the government has had to pay the bank the monies that were guaranteed. And I recall at one time, I cleared about over $430,000 as monies that were not paid back, or for one reason or the other, on behalf of young people. And that is the commitment and dedication we have, and the trust and confidence. And so we will continue with this. We wanted to equip our enterprising youth like you with the tools the knowledge and opportunities to turn their ideas into successful ventures, thereby building a national culture of entrepreneurship. By investing in your potential, we aimed to influence individual success stories and to build a more dynamic, self-sufficient, and progressive Dominica for generations to come. Tonight, we see the impact of that vision reflected in the success of each of you. And so tonight, we celebrate the impact of the DYBT, its achievements, and the progress made over the past 2 decades. This evening also serves as a powerful reminder that the government I am honored to lead has always recognized the potential of our young people and remains absolutely committed to providing them with the best opportunities to succeed and to succeed in Dominica. I give you the assurance this evening that we will continue to build on the investments we have made in the DYBT, expanding its programs, increasing financial support, and ensuring that every young entrepreneur has access to training, mentorship, and capital. I take the opportunity tonight to highlight the investments we have made in our youth to guarantee the stake in the dynamic Dominica we are building, not just in entrepreneurship, but across all sectors, including education, agriculture, technology, and leadership. Over the past years, we have increased access to grants and low-interest loans to ensure that funding is never a barrier to youth enterprise. Our low-interest facility at the 8th Bank provided small businesses with a valuable lifeline in the aftermath of COVID-19 to sustain and grow their businesses. We are talking about financial support of up to $40 million, in addition to the grants that government continue to provide for the small business unit. The additional $1 million pledged to the Dominica Youth Business Trust in 2022, and the human resource support provided through the National Employment Program. Additionally, we are working on incubation programs that will help young businesses scale and compete at regional and international levels, including the development of a production facility and the rental of hubs in at least 2 locations to provide space for small agro-processors to increase production. This government understands the major contribution of your micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises in the Dominican economy. I speak here of the agro-processors, the plumbers, electricians, farmers, fishermen, vendors, barbers, hairdressers, retailers, artists, and all the other small entrepreneurs who are ensuring that economic activity remains steady in our country. We believe in supporting your dreams, and you can count on this Labour government to stand with you at all material times. Going further back, through our universal access to education policy and access to higher education, we are ensuring that young people can develop the technical and professional skills needed to navigate the challenging global environment. We continue to expand our technical and vocational education and training, TVET, programs, ensuring that our young people can master skills that drive innovation and productivity. The new Goodwill Secondary School will soon stand as a center of excellence for technical and vocational education, creating new opportunities and pathways to success for our youth. We are strengthening our digital programs because we are in the digital era and we must be prepared. Just on Monday, you heard of the impact of the $75 million digital transformation project, which is improving access and adoption of digital services, skills, and technologies among our citizens and small and medium-sized enterprises. And last year, the project handed grants to 79 young entrepreneurs to allow them to invest in digital technology and marketing to increase the productivity of their businesses. These investments are deliberately designed to empower and inspire our youth to engage in meaningful and productive activities. Our young people must never feel that they should seek opportunities abroad. We are building a Dominica full of possibilities and promise. The major investments we are making across the island are for all of you, the youth of Dominica. You are the ones who will benefit from the construction of the international airport and the vast array of opportunities it will create for careers in aviation, air traffic control, food and beverage, agriculture, and various airport services. But equally important, the increase of visitors to our shores, which also means more opportunities for small business operators in our country. Consider the impact of the Cabbage Marina being built in the north, the cable car project in the Roseau Valley, the cruise village and cargo port we are developing. All of these signal growth and opportunity and a new exciting direction for the Dominican economy. Now is the time to position yourselves to be major players once these big ticket projects are complete. I want the young people of this country to embrace a more positive mindset, and see yourselves as the future of Dominica. Whether you dream of starting a business, working in agriculture, technology, or any other field, you have an important role to play in shaping dynamic Dominica. Your ideas, skills, and energy are the driving force behind our growth, and we need you to remain on board. I urge you to reject the negativity that too often dominates public discourse. The voices that focus on only challenges without seeking solutions. And our dear sister said so tonight. Instead, and I say so sincerely, to one of the few Dominicans who came back from university and went back to teach at a secondary school. I say so sincerely that instead, let us embrace your role as problem solvers, innovators, and leaders of both today and tomorrow. That is the only way we're going to be successful, if we focus on the positive opportunities. And I see my friend here, who taught with me briefly at the college back then. And she was one of the shining examples of entrepreneurship in Dominica, Terry, who came back to Dominica and saw opportunities and has transformed these opportunities into successful small businesses and entrepreneurship. And the point is, there are many foreign nationals who come into our country and positioning themselves and taking advantage of the opportunities. So for Christ's sake, let us be positive in this country. And it's only when we speak positivity in ourselves, within ourselves and our society, then the good Lord will bless us. Because it is written, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And if the Lord is giving opportunities and we're cursing them, then what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to our country? And so this is why I wanted to be here tonight, to celebrate with so many of you, the 1,500 plus those who were provided mentorship and guidance, and for taking the step of registering yourself, taking advantage of the opportunities. These things are being done for you, so it can benefit the whole country. And so your government believes in you, supports you, and stands ready to continue to work with you. As we look ahead to the next 20 years of the DYBT, let us recommit ourselves to its mission. Let us encourage more young people to step forward with the ideas and give them the support that they need. To Senator Roll, I want to congratulate you for the extraordinary leadership that you've shown. And the intrinsic passion that you have displayed for the young people of this country and for what you do at DYBT. And to the team at the DYBT. And I remember the early days with my friend there, you know, who was instrumental. And at the time it was only him, Defoe, only him doing the training and the mentorship and going across the country. And see where we are today. See where we are today. So this is an unsung hero for DYBT. And I recognize his commitment to the country as a young person. The reality is, my friends, we as young people must stand in defense of young people. And we must celebrate young people. We must celebrate each other. Because the reality is, we must not allow the society to define who we are as young people. The truth is, young people are engaged in very constructive and positive things across Dominica. And I always keep saying, if young people were to go and say, well, we're no longer teaching, what will happen to our schools? If the young police officers were to say that we're no longer going to be police officers, what would happen to the security of the state? If our young people would say that they are not going to do farming, and a significant number of young people are involved in farming, what will happen to our country? If our young people would say they're not going to produce, they're going to stop the agro-processing, what would happen to our cottage industries? And so we have young people. And if the young people who are in parliament say, well, we're no longer interested in politics, what's going to happen to the country and the governance of the country? A significant number of them are young people. And so young people are positioned and making a contribution in a constructive manner. In construction, in beautification, in healthcare, everywhere you go, we see the faces of young people. So why are we saying that young people are not constructive? Why are we saying that young people are not doing constructive things and positive things in our society? Why are we focusing on the negatives and not the positives among us? Because we have to change. And this is why I believe that your song is so apt, so relevant. And I do hope that all of us will take note of it in the spirit of which you're sung and sung. And so I want to recognize our partners, our trainers and mentors, and to every young entrepreneur who has been part of this journey. Congratulations to all of you on the 20 years of success. 20 years of success. And we give God all the thanks and praise for this 20 years of sustained DYBT intervention in Dominica. This is a huge success for us in Dominica, providing the hope and confidence to our young people that there is somebody, there is an entity called DYBT that is prepared to support them and to turn their dreams into reality. Congratulations to Dominica, congratulations to DYBT, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. So we are now at the area where we are going to do the presentation of awards. The DYBT, the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, in collaboration with the Dominica Youth Business Trust, will be presenting awards tonight in 5 categories: presentation of Persistent Entrepreneurs Awards, presentation of Strong Partner Awards, presentation of Dedicated Trustees Award, presentation of Loyal Facilitator Awards, and presentation of Special Awards. And so we have with us Mr. Eamon Gibbons, who will be reading the citation, and I ask the staff who are assisting with the awards to come. So the first two areas that we are going to do is the presentation of awards of persistent entrepreneurs and the presentation of awards of strong partner awards. I would like to invite Honorable Prime Minister to present the awards, and while Mr. Gibbons does the citations.
Good evening, everyone. The first category of award is the Persistent Entrepreneur Award. And first up, we call on Mr. Nathaniel Lovell of Business Lavi Mail. And I think we all heard his testimonial this evening. Yes. His testimonial was the citation. Next, we call on Tridel Edwin, represented by Kelly and Liverpool. Together with his business partner, Elias Dupuy, formulating 365 MMP, they utilized DYBT's loan guarantee facility twice. The business has since evolved into 365 Group Inc., consisting of artist management, photography, and videography. Next, we call on Grayson John, represented by Rufin John. Big G's Pepper Sauce. Grayson John has been the winner of DYBT's BPIA, Business Plan Innovation Award. Since taking part in the DYBT program, his products have diversified over 20 creative and innovative pepper sauces. He continues to succeed in exporting his products and has won Regional Entrepreneur of the Year in 2015. Big G's Pepper Sauce. Next, we have Miss Shani John Finn Vigilant of Divine Elegance. Miss Vigilant is a participant of the DYBT Social Enterprise Incubator Program and has since launched her business, grown her business, and has been able to give her social enterprise aspect, which is giving back to the children in her community. Miss Shani John Finn Vigilant. Next, we have Miss Sandy Popon of Before Sunrise Kaku 6. Miss Popon is a participant of the Business Plan Innovation Award, and since taking part in DYBT's EDP program, Entrepreneurship Development Program, she has started exporting her products and selling in the local supermarkets. So Before Sunrise Kaku 6. Next, we have Mr. Rudy Defoe of Liberty Car Care Services. Mr. Defoe is the owner of a car wash and detailing shop and has since taken part in the EDP program of DYBT. His business has thrived and is also offering furniture and mattress cleaning service. Next, we have Ms. Sherma Gregoire of Heaven Sent Soaps. Ms. Gregoire is one of DYBT's first trainees, having taken the loan guarantee facility, and since taking part, I think Heaven Sent has become a household name in Dominica. Next, we have Mr. Kervin Vidal of K. Vidal's Enterprises. Having taken DYBT's loan guarantee facility, he continues to give to DYBT by offering mentorship and coaching during DYBT's EDP training. Ms. Avina Prince of Royal Globe Inc. Ms. Prince, since taking part in DYBT's program, is now a mentor at DYBT and continues to give back through her business of teaching young persons the art of sewing. Christiana Paul of We Planet. Ms. Paul has taken part in DYBT's Social Enterprise Incubator just 3 years ago and has since won numerous Sustainable Environment Awards and represented Dominica at various world forums. Ms. Paul. I will now move on to the category of strong partners. First, we call on the International Organization for Migration to receive the award received by Ms. Natasha Graves. The IOM has been a strong partner at DYBT, sponsoring DYBT's flagship program, our Entrepreneurship Development Program, as well as DYBT's Hub. I now call on the National Development Foundation of Dominica, received by Cletus Joseph. NDFD has been a consistent partner throughout the lifespan of DYBT for the loan guarantee facility, as well as during our trainings during our programs. NDFD, we thank you. Now call on the small business units to be received by Mr. Michael Walters. A strong partner in supporting DYBT in trainings and grant funding towards entrepreneurs. Small business units, we thank you for your service to DYBT. We now call on Campbell's Business Systems and Services, received by Mr. Cedric Phillip. Campbell's has been a strong sponsor of the Business Plan Innovation Award every year and continues to give advice and coaching mentorship to entrepreneurs through the BBI Award. We now call on World University Service of Canada, WUSC, to be received by Gemma Julian. WUSC has been a strong partner with Propel program and has provided funds, tools, and equipment to manufacturing entrepreneurs of DYBT. Under this category, finally, we have the European Union to be received by Ms. Colleen Roberts. The European Union has been a sponsor of 2 recent programs of the DYBT, the Social Enterprise Incubator, as well as the Fostering a Supportive Network for Empowering Youth towards Stronger Economic Development. The EU, we thank you.
And we say thank you to Honorable Prime Minister. We move on to the presentation of Dedicated Trustees Award, and I now invite Honorable Greta Roberts to do the presentations.
The first trustee I'd like to call on is Mrs. Kim Simon Gadier. Mrs. Gadier has served on the Board of Trustees from 2014 to 2022 and has also stood as a judge for the Business Plan Innovation Award, giving valuable feedback to entrepreneurs. Mrs. Gadier, we thank you. The next dedicated trustee I call on is Ms. Frederica James. She is our current chair of the DYBT, serving from 2014 to current, 2025. As well as serving as chair, she offers her counseling services during DYBT's Achievement Motivation Training to young entrepreneurs. And I'll call on Mr. Vincent Etienne as a long-serving member of the Board of Trustees of DYBT, serving from 2008 to 2016. Mr. Etienne, we thank you for your time at DYBT. The next trustee would be Lydia Andrew, a long-serving member for the years 2014 to present, providing feedback under the Loan Guarantee Facility Committee to business plans and entrepreneurs. Thank you. And lastly, under this category, Ms. Corinne Prevost, one of the first members of the Board of Trustees of DYBT, serving from 2004 to 2014.
We now move on to the presentation of Loyal Facilities. Thank you, Honorable Roberts. My apologies. We now move on to the presentation of Loyal Facilitators Awards, and I now invite Honorable Oscar George to do the presentations.
The first Loyal Facilitator we would like to recognize is Ms. Matilda Popo. Ms. Popo has served as a facilitator under the Achievement Motivation Training, which is done during DYBT's Entrepreneurship Development Program. Ms. Popo, we thank you. Next up, I recognize Ms. Marcia Barron. Ms. Barron has also served as a facilitator under the Achievement Motivation Training during DYBT's Entrepreneurship Development Program. Ms. Barron, we thank you. Next person, Mr. Brendan Defoe. One of the first enterprise development officers at the Dominica Youth Business Trust, being trained by Youth Business International for the implementation of the mentorship program, thereby recruiting and training mentors, recruitment and training of DYBT staff, and continues to facilitate business plan development training and mentorship for DYBT trainings. Mr. Defoe, we thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Next, I recognize Ms. Frederica Duran. Ms. Duran serves as a trainer for our public speaking training as well as our customer service training at the DYBT, and always has a very great rapport with all our entrepreneurs and trainers at our training. And lastly, under the category, Ms. Natasha Eloy Laba. Ms. Laba has also served as a business development officer under DYBT, and thereafter also continued doing the business development training and coaching with DYBT clients. Ms. Laba, we thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Judge. Our final segment is the presentation of special awards, and I would like to invite Ms. Frederica James to present the awards.
On the special awardees, the first special awardee we would like to recognize is to Mr. John Roach. Mr. Roach has served as the first coordinator of DYBT some 20 years ago, laying the foundation for DYBT, creating various policies and training manuals for DYBT, as well as mentorship and coaching to entrepreneurs. And I think even in his retirement, he continues to give mentorship and coaching to many young persons now. Mr. Roach, we thank you. Another first under DYBT, we recognize Mr. Ronald John Baptist as the first DYBT chairperson, assisting in laying the foundation for DYBT, as well as facilitating DYBT business development trainings and coaching, and even in his current capacity continues to give business development training, mentorship, and coaching to entrepreneurs. The next two awardees go to Outstanding Mentors. The first goes to Outstanding Female Mentor, and that goes to Ms. Natoya Paul. Ms. Natoya Paul is one of DYBT's first participants of the DYBT training program some 20 years ago, and has assisted at DYBT in various ways. Currently stands as a mentor under DYBT's mentorship program. Ms. Paul, we thank you for all that you do for DYBT. This next award comes very special, I think, to all of us, goes to outstanding mentor, outstanding male mentor. And this goes to Mr. Elias Dupuy. And this will be received by his wife, Shamini Walsh Dupuy. Being an entrepreneur himself, as co-owner of 365 MMP with his cousin Tridell, Elias has voluntarily assisted the trust as well as numerous entrepreneurs by providing mentorship assistance and expert advice in various skills, as well as facilitating business development trainings in marketing and social media. Elias, we thank you. And now we save the best for last, and I think, in my opinion, the expert himself, the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, to receive his award from the Dominica Youth Business Trust. The Dominica Youth Business Trust, DYBT, was established in 2004 under the visionary leadership of Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, who as Prime Minister recognized the need to create a structured platform for youth entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. Over the past 20 years, his unwavering commitment to the young people of Dominica has been evident through consistent investment and support, ensuring that DYBT remains a catalyst for business, innovation, and national development. Through his leadership, millions of dollars have been invested into the trust, providing critical funding, training, and mentorship to countless young entrepreneurs. Tonight, we honor Prime Minister Skerrit for his foresight, dedication, and steadfast belief in the potential of Dominica's youth, which has shaped the success and sustainability of DYBT for the remarkable 2 decades. Honorable Prime Minister, we thank you.
Let me say thank you to Mr. Imam Gibbons and to all our presenters. And let's give another round of applause for all our awards. We have some small presentations to present before we go on to the closing remarks.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd first like to recognize and show appreciation to Her Excellency, Sylvanie Berthe, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Mrs. Berthe. Next, we'd like to call Mr. Burton to recognize and show appreciation. And he will be followed by the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. Thank you very much. And next we'd like to call our Minister, Honorable Greta Roberts. We say thank you as well to, we're blessed in the Ministry of Youth to have 2 ministers.
two youthful ministers, that is. So we'd like to say thank you to Honorable Oscar George as well. Also like to recognize our dedicated engineer, Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, for your words this evening. And finally, to the chairperson of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, Ms. Frederica James. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And in the spirit of giving gratitude, it gives me great pleasure to deliver the closing remarks this evening. Now this evening, when I thought about it at first, I intended to make the vote of thanks very short because nobody likes a long vote of thanks. However, I felt it was important for us to express our gratitude and register the fact that we do not take any of you for granted. We appreciate all of you. And it is with this deep gratitude and appreciation that we extend our heartfelt thanks for making this 20th anniversary award ceremony a memorable and inspiring occasion. It's truly a feel-good moment tonight for us in the room this evening. First and foremost, we give thanks to the Almighty God for blessing us with the opportunity to celebrate 2 decades of youth empowerment, entrepreneurial excellence, and national development. We also say thank you to Her Excellency President Burton for your presence, and Mr. Burton, and in particular, Your Excellency, for your contributions to the DYBT in a previous life. We also say thank you to our dear Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, for your unwavering support for the youth of Dominica and your commitment to the Dominica Youth Business Trust over the last 20 years. Your dedication to youth entrepreneurship has paved the way for so many young Dominicans to thrive in business, and we express our deepest appreciation for your vision and leadership. To our Honorable Ministers, Honorable Roberts and Honorable George, we say thank you for your exceptional leadership in the ministry and for always catching our vision when we put forward ideas like this, like tonight. Your support has been invaluable in bringing initiatives like this award ceremony to life, and we deeply appreciate your commitment to youth entrepreneurship. Dominica most certainly has champions in youth development with the 2 of you at the helm. Thank you to Mr. Lovell for a powerful testimonial. Your words have inspired us all, serving as a reminder of the real impact of DYBT. And may the universe always conspire in all of our favors. Thank you for sharing your journey with us tonight. To the Board of Trustees, both past and present, your steadfast leadership has ensured that the DYBT remains a strong and vibrant force for youth entrepreneurship. And we say thank you for your continued service. To our facilitators, the cornerstones of our training, we say a huge thank you to all of you on behalf of the entrepreneurs as well. And to the awardees, tonight is a tribute to your dedication and excellence. You represent the very best of what DYBT stands for, and we celebrate your achievements. May your success inspire the next generation of business leaders. And it would be remiss of me if I did not thank the DYBT team for their hard work and dedication, because without their dedication, we would not even be here this evening. So I must say a special thank you to Mrs. Laron, Mr. Gibbons, Ms. Augustine, and Mr. Augustine for their hard work. And finally, to our MCs, technicians, caterers, and just to note, a lot of the caterers that we're using this evening are past trainees of the DYBT. Even the gentleman who's taking the photos right now is a past trainee of the DYBT. And that's something that we are very proud of. In every chance that we get to use our young entrepreneurs and give them the platform to promote themselves. Even as you walked in this evening, you saw that there were a few folks doing circus acts, and one of them was a past trainee of DYBT. So we pride ourselves in promoting our young entrepreneurs and showing what they have and what they offer. And finally, to each and every one of you for your attendance this evening, please know that we do not take your presence here for granted, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening. So at this point, we've reached to the end of the ceremony. And at this point, I would invite us all to stand and acknowledge the departure of Her Excellency, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Sylvanie Burton and Mr. Burton. Yes, and we invite the rest of us to stay. We have refreshments. As you can see, we have a little bar at the back here, so stick around for a while and let's have a good time this evening. Let's network. Finally, we invite all of the officials to join us in the caucus room for some light refreshments. And we have a live band, so we're going to have a good time this evening. I suspect we may go until midnight. Thank you. Is she good?